Hey Siri, what is the Waste of Time podcast?
The Waste of Time podcast is an independently recorded podcast that covers a wide range of topics, hosted by Let's Talk Cars host 𝘊𝙪𝙧 𝙑𝙧.
Hello, welcome to Waste of Time podcast. I'm 𝘊𝙧 𝙑𝙧. Here again with Ben Rose. Say hello, Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben.
And this episode, according to our slides, 115, because we had a weird editing mistake where I accidentally made 115, so... And welcome to episode 15. And, Ben, let's get started with Life in Lockdown.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so this Life in Lockdown, we have 3 questions submitted to us by yours truly. Today, our Life in Lockdown things for both of us are health, food, eating, how do we exercise, and how do we keep sane? Because I need to know, and I think our viewers need to know how we are not dead in this pandemic.
Are you questioning how you keep yourself sane, Ben?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You know?
That's a pretty brutal sigh, yeah.
The definition of insanity. All right, so
speaking of Far Cry 3,
let's start us off with that. Here we go. So,
all right, yeah.
For my healthy food eating, I normally eat I used to eat like a pig, and now I eat like a slightly more bougie pig. I have a lot less like salt shit now. I just have and a lot less sugar too. I've skipped dessert for 2 out of 7 days, but I'm working up to 5 out of 7. And I'm chilling. I keep chilling. It's really cool. Yeah. I enjoy. What about you?
For my healthy eating, I eat mostly, home cooked meals. I've been eating home cooked, pretty much organic meals my entire life, and I was still for instance, I'm currently at 195. In November 2018, I was 235. So I think So pretty much for me, it's just more focusing on the quantity rather than just the quality. So I've been eating less food overall. Just find a way to cut back on sugars, because I used to eat I used to eat Yoplait yogurt, which is just it's good, but it's got a lot of sugar in it. So I switched to Chobani Light, which is not as sugary, and also it does not use fake sugar either. It just removes sugar from the thing, which is nice. Because a lot of sugar-free yogurts, right? They'll replace the sugar with other chemicals to make it sweet, which is pretty much equally as bad. And Chobani just doesn't.
And they taste gross.
Yeah, Chobani just it's a little more savory. They just remove the sugar, just better that way. Anyway, for me, I'm also I think today I had a lot of really home cooked. I've been eating a lot of tofu instead of. I eat red meat maybe once a month. Maybe I've actually I think starting last May, I started replacing some red meat in my diet with chicken, and then been phasing that. I've even been phasing that out most. I've been eating a lot of tofu recently. A lot of stuff like that. A lot of stuff from other countries. Because my mom is an amazing cook, and she just loves making pretty much everything. So I mostly organic ingredients, which is great. So yeah, and yeah, that's my. Also for dessert, I've been not having. I typically don't have dessert at all unless I'm actually going out somewhere, which I'm not doing now, or unless it's a special occasion. However, I had some had some ice cream when I was in pain with the whole foot thing, right? However, instead of actual ice cream, I had coconut milk ice cream, which is actually just really, really, really good. Actually, in most cases, I prefer it to normal ice cream. Actually, but yeah, still, again, I don't really eat ice cream or really that much dessert at all. Anyway, I'll sometimes have a homemade cookie at tea time sometimes. But apart from that, I don't really eat sugar desserts at all. But yeah. That's my healthy eating bit.
I feel a little jealous because you weigh less than I do, and you also eat so much healthier than I do. Bruh, I had no idea that you.
Well, I'm 195. I'm 5'9", so I'm definitely way over where I should be. But I'm trying to work my way back to that because I was 5'8" and 235 in November 2018, and. Also, because if you lose too much weight at once, it's fad diets and stuff like that. Those are actually pretty bad for you. It's also if you lose too much weight at once, it can actually be pretty unhealthy. Also, I'm on some medication like lithium and stuff like that, so I have to lose weight in a way that can balance out my medication, because otherwise, my lithium level could go up, and that could be toxic and actually pretty bad. So I have to lose weight in a way that's both healthy for me and keeps in balance with my medication that I take. So yeah. Anyway, Ben, let's move on to exercise. You want to get started?
So speaking of lazy, let's talk about exercise. So in quarantine, I've started. I do like push-ups and sit-ups, and like I used to do jumping jacks, then I hurt my foot, and now I just walk places instead. Recently, my foot's been hurting again. Well, not like my foot, more like my ankle, and I have had trouble. Just like walking up giant hills. So I try to still do that, but I don't know. Like I do what's called the pyramid, so I do like 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, and 4 push-ups, 4 sit-ups, and so on and so forth, all the way down to 1. And I found that actually helps me a lot. So normally I'll do 2, but if I do walking on those days, I'll do 1 instead of doing 2. But I think I should. So what about you?
I don't know if you can hear right now, but I own a treadmill.
I definitely can hear.
I just do like 3 miles an hour. I try to do 3 miles an hour now. Because my foot's actually feeling better to the point where I can actually use the treadmill, which is great. I can turn it off because this thing is loud as all hell. Anyway, I turned the treadmill off. Sorry about that. But yeah, that was actually a very well-timed joke on my part, I think. But yeah, actually. So if you guys missed the episode, I believe this is episode 12, I discussed this. Like 2 days before my foot injury happened, I got a proper, it's a used treadmill from, I think, 2007. So it doesn't have, fancy layouts. It doesn't have, fancy, Bluetooth connection or anything like that. But it's a treadmill, got incline, up to, I think, speeds of, up to, 10 miles an hour or something like that. And over the last 3 days, actually, my foot's actually gotten back to the point where I can actually do, 3 mile per hour, just 3 miles on a treadmill per day, which is, it's better than doing nothing. And I think eventually really my doctor said today, because I actually had another doctor appointment I actually had another doctor appointment today to talk about my foot, and he actually said that, I can, over the course of the next, start slow, but I can build back up to the point where I'm doing, 5 miles a day or more in a few weeks, which with my new medicine, which is actually perfect. So, I do that. I'm also going to start doing bike riding again. I used to do bike riding a lot, and then I kind of replaced that with walking. But honestly, because my foot injury is on my toe, and biking, you don't really use your toe that much because the pedal goes more towards the middle of your foot. So I can do that a lot more as well. I've still got my Rock Harbor Specialized mountain bike that my dad gave me a long time ago. It's actually a bike I believe from the 1970s, but it's actually very, very good condition. It's a great bike overall. Probably gonna take it to college with me as well, just to get around campus and stuff like that. But I'm gonna start doing that because around where I live, I can bike and there's some good hills I can bike up. It's a good area for that type of stuff. So I can actually do biking and treadmill on the same day if I feel like it, because it's not putting that much stress on my foot or my toe where the injury is, because biking you don't really use your toe because pedal as I said before goes in the middle of your foot, and also with walking, I did 3.2 miles on the treadmill yesterday, just over an hour, and I felt great. So getting back to that, that type of stuff. Also, of course, push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, basics like that. Just if you not so much every day, but if for some reason I don't feel like going a full walk, I'll do that. And also just do just at nighttime if I feel a little bit stressed out, I need to get my muscles relaxed, or get my muscles get my muscles ready to go to sleep. I'll do some sit-ups and stuff like that. So that type of stuff. But pretty much for me, it's just a little bit of sit-ups, push-ups, and crunches with a lot of walking and running and treadmill.
I don't do as much. Again,
with hopefully some biking coming up soon. So yeah.
Another part of being healthy is mental health and keeping sane during these trying times. And I'm wondering, Oliver, how do you keep sane during this pandemic?
This might be a bit of a darker one than you intended. I don't really know, but for me, I have depression and bipolar and such. So for me, I think just staying out of that depressed area is very important for me, just in general for life. And so, I'm trying to enjoy myself and doing what I enjoy, just playing video games, exercising. I think there were a few times when I couldn't exercise for the few weeks that my foot injury was so bad I just could not put any pressure on it. Exercise is what I think I've mentioned this before. It's with the treadmill, the 2 days before I got my injury, before my injury happened with the treadmill, I was so happy because just being able to just exercise whenever I want. Because I really do enjoy doing exercise, so that's something that keeps me happy. And now I can get back to doing that pretty much whenever I want, up to a certain point. Without I guess injuring myself again. Because remember, I have to take it slow. I have to take exercise slow for the next 4 weeks, and then after 4 weeks, so I'll be able to get back to proper exercise again, whenever I feel like it. But I play video games to keep myself happy, exercising. I do a lot of writing as well, writing poetry or just short stories or my car reviews, all that type of stuff, video game reviews.
I record YouTube videos. Also, I do a lot of editing. And hell, I record this podcast. This is something that also keeps me very happy. Honestly, I think the podcast is the one I think constant thing I do at least I do every single week, and it's just really fun. It's this podcast. So those are some main things: there are video games, writing, exercise, and the podcast.
Yeah, honestly, the way I keep saying is I talk to my friends. I'll Discord call them.
Friends. Yeah.
I'll voice message Oliver because his Wi-Fi is not as good as a lot of people that I talk to, and I guess I don't know, look up stuff. Video games aren't really a way to cope. It's just tough, and this podcast definitely. I like having things that are scheduled because it really helps bring some order. It's
a sense of proper routine and structure in your day. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to talk about your thing next?
Actually, Ben, I'll do mine since there's no Wild Man Oliver, Engine Man Oliver update this week. Since neither of them really apply anymore at this point in time. Ben, how about you go with yours?
Yeah, of course. So, Kool-Aid Oliver, really?
What's up, Ben?
If you guys don't know,
you want to read your slide?
If you guys don't know, my classes again. Also, everyone's going to Kool-Aid soon. I feel left behind. Oliver has this thing where he loves to edit my slide.
Hey, you do it to me as well, so.
No, yeah, it's great. We have this thing where we like to edit each other's sentences so that we'll read in the middle and we'll just start laughing. You guys really need to see the slides, but
I could just be very mean and Ben, I could just be a horrible person. Every week, once you contribute your slide, I could put you on view only and then just mess around with your slide. I'm not gonna do that though, but yeah, still, I could totally do it. Anyway, so yeah, Ben, what do you got?
I'm scared. Anyways, so for my classes, one of my favorite classes that I was really looking forward to getting, but I didn't really need, filled up. So
which one was that?
They're the Chem 11, where they tell you what you should do over the course of college as a chem major. It's a pass or no pass, and it's really nice. I would have wanted to go. But yeah, and so my classes are not looking so bad, but they're also not looking so good.
So what do you have then?
What do I have? I don't have any classes yet. I haven't signed up.
Oh, okay.
But the chem class that I need is. Holy shit, I just checked. Okay, fuck. So the chem class that I need has 58 out of 97 people, and they're in the 6th group, and I'm in the 9th group. So
that's not too bad.
The math class that I need has 330 out of 339 people. The discussion has 47 out of 47, and I don't necessarily need that class, but I kind of want it. Chem 11, I'm going to waitlist myself. Psych 7A, which is the class that I kind of super duper really need to want to take. It has 263 out of 332, and
what group are they in for that?
1A, which is another class. I want to take another class, and that is 121 out of 130. So that's going to be really tough.
Yikes!
I'm fucked. I am. I could take the math class, right? I could take the math class fine. And if I want to, I could take Biosci 93, actually. That would be really nice. That would be cool. Or Honors General. It's just, I have backups, but, I don't really want to take the backups.
Yeah.
And the other part about it is, I'm going to everyone else is going to college in, 2 weeks, right? Oliver, when are you heading off to college?
I'm September 21st.
Oh shit! Okay.
Sorry.
Are you on a quarter?
Sorry. My class started on the 21st. I think I actually start. Yeah, my first night in the dorms is gonna be the 17th of September. So I've got 6 weeks, something like that.
My birthday. You'll be in the dorms for my birthday. Damn.
I'll send you a picture if they still have it of their Roomba frickin' lawnmower. It's really cool.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm going to go down to Irvine in late September, early October, I think. And a lot of my friends are going to school next week or 2 weeks from now.
Really?
And yeah.
That is quick.
One of my friends, 2 weeks till they're leaving school. 2 weeks till they're leaving for their school. So I just people are leaving now, and I kind of feel really left behind. You know?
To be fair, Ben's
but, I'm not gonna feel like that.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's like I would it's like I think I'd say like that seems pretty quick, but like to be fair with coronavirus, there is no longer a 7-day week. There is the week is now 3 days. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's all that matters. Like it's like the time time is so different when you're like locked down and not like locked down, but it's like when you're staying inside most of the time.
That's so true. Honestly, I've lost count of the days. It kind of sucks. Yeah, but anyway,
it's like holy shit, tomorrow's Friday already. Yeah, it's just weird.
Well, honestly, I think one of the good things about scheduling is that it helps you keep track of the time.
Absolutely,
like,
absolutely, yeah,
today.
yeah.
So this really does help.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. I just need to catch this fish on Animal Crossing, then we'll be good to go. You want to talk about yours?
Okay, so for me, I've got mine that says college in class stuff. So I think I mentioned a few podcasts ago that I was gonna be doing some I was doing some of my classes in person, like the smaller ones, right? But I think I also mentioned in last week's episode that there's like a new ordinance or law or something, right? But 10 people per room in a building. So now there is only, as far as I am aware, one place on campus that can hold any sort of class. Ben, what building on campus would you think would be big enough to hold a class on just a generic college campus? Hold like a small class with the
cafeteria.
I would say so the Hawk is the cafeteria, the dining hall. That would be, except for the fact that it's not exactly open area because it's got like dining. It's got like buffets inside it, but that and okay, I guess maybe if they needed to do that, but the amphitheater, the theater area, because like. I guess theater would be kind of hard to do without social distancing stuff. Like if there are like a lot of people who go there for theater majors stuff like that. I'm not one of them. I'm not really into theater. I mean, theater's cool to watch, but it never really inspired me to do that type of stuff. But
yeah, it's not so cool to do.
Yeah, there's actually a fairly large theater there. So with a stage, so I guess if they had to do a social distance class with 100 people or something like that or more, they could do that there because there's enough seats in that building for that to work. There might be a few more because my experience has been, I've only been in a few of the buildings there. I've also been I visited there 3 times. I also spent a week there via a non-school affiliated program over the last summer to do a writer's workshop, which was pretty fun, and I went to some of the buildings there. But yeah, so actually they actually had to remeasure all the classrooms to make sure social distancing stuff would work, which is pretty interesting. But also you mentioned about your fallback classes, right? In case you didn't get main classes, I was actually very lucky to get all my main classes except for one, which again, I think I mentioned this last time. It wasn't that it was full. It was apparently, I had an instructor say, hey, you should sign up for this class, right? And I did, but apparently I was lacking a prerequisite. I was just missing a prerequisite test that I cannot take until at the end of the year or something like that, right? Anyway, my fallback class, that was a photography class, which is, again, photography is probably going to get a minor in. So, I think I was lucky enough to have my one fallback class be a class that I really enjoyed. I mean, the time now starts at 7:45 in the morning, which means I have to get up and get breakfast before that, or afterwards. But still, I could be taking class at 6:30 in the morning, which I absolutely hate. It could be like a ridiculous. It could be like a class that I'm horrible at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm glad that my fallback class, even though it's a fallback class, is actually still one that I really enjoy. Anyway, now we're moving on to where life is locked. So we're moving on now to where injured man Oliver, wide man Oliver would normally be, except for the fact that my foot's mostly better. I've not slept in a tent in a month because of the injury thing, so there's no real need for that slide. So, Ben, we have some viewer mail for the first time in a while, and also, Ben, tell them what's different about our slide this week.
So yeah, this week we decided to we like to listen to our fans, right? So last time that we got viewer mail, almost one of our most popular viewer mail requests that we got one response for was asking to do sausage site achievements. Okay,
right? For those of you who don't know, I'm just gonna say it. We got Pornhub achievements. We got a very funny joking request. I think it was actually right after the very serious episode we did on the whole Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Just because someone wanted us to make it funny again, which we did, we got requested to do Pornhub achievements, and that I think is probably, I think at this point, like, well, the airport one was good. I think the Pornhub achievements is probably one of the most memorable ones. So I actually went online, right, and Googled Pornhub logo generator. And so if you guys know the internet,
fans.
Yes, actually, this actually was suggested as well by an interviewer mail. I think we got actually a few days ago. I didn't show this one to you, but actually, this actually was inspired by something like by something that was suggested by a fan. Anyway, so if you guys even if you guys don't go on the site, you probably know it's the white text on the black background and the black text in the yellowish box. So now it just says viewer mail. It's pretty funny. I was actually going to have it say waste of time podcast, but they just didn't fit. It went two different lines, so it didn't really work properly.
So I hope that you edit this so it shows on screen at this time.
I will. I'll try, yeah.
God, guys, it is so good. Please take this and just use it. Just spread it to Kingdom Come. Let's talk about...
I'll also put the link to the generator I used in the description as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about our viewer mail request. Oliver, you want to read it out, or should I find it?
So Ben, you're the one. I sent you the email. Actually Ben. Yeah. Ben, Ben. I'll read the slide. You can read the actual email. So the slide what Ben wrote on the slide after. So pretty much, I sent Ben a screenshot of the email that we got, and then Ben wrote on the slide, hotels, yo mama hell.
Does it rhyme?
All right, yeah, it does not. Ben,
so viewer mail, we actually got this at like the last minute today. We got this at 2:56 p.m. today, I think. Best hotel you've ever been in and best hotel room you've ever stayed in. So,
wait, no, Ben, that's not. No, Ben, read it how it actually is written.
Oh, I think half the reason why we don't get so much viewer mail is because we insult our fans.
It's funny.
Best hotel you've ever been to and best hotel room you've ever stayed in. So yeah.
To be fair, Ben. Like, I've ever done the thing like I've been typing on my phone, right, and then I've just like put my phone down to look at something else, right, and then I've gone back, I've retyped the exact same word that I just finished typing. So I've done it before as well. It's a pretty common mistake, to be honest. I've written like as or it multiple times. So anyway, I say that now I'm hungry for It's are freaking awesome ice cream sandwiches. Yes. Okay. All right. Anyway,
so we're talking about hotels.
So Ben, so hotel room, and let's start with hotel. Let's start with hotel room and then go to hotel overall. Best hotel room we've ever had. So yeah.
Oh Jesus. Okay. So one time my family decided we were gonna splurge on this fucking this trip to Hawaii, right? And while I do not really like Hawaii because it's really hot and I don't like hot places, what I did like was the room. I mean, we had like a giant flat screen. Like before flat screens were like widely available, we had a waterfall tub that you could it was so cool. It was just super fucking cool.
I've been one of those things. Are awesome.
That was the hotel room. Yeah, it was just like super fucking cool. Also, it has to be rivaled by I'm gonna actually put two because the other one that I went to was the Kimpton Inn in Los Angeles. When I went to check out UCLA, didn't get in though. Let's go. It was really nice. The carpet was like red as fuck. It was very pretty. I could like sit back and relax in that room. It was really awesome. I loved it. And it was, my dad complained that we took so long for us to get to our original hotel room. And they heard it. And you know what they did all over?
They upgraded you or whatever?
To a presidential fucking suite on the top
floor.
Yeah. Nice. So the last night I was sleeping in like the presidential fucking suite. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And like at the top they don't charge you for the minibar. Like it's so great, honestly.
I actually had a similar experience with a complaint and an upgrade, which I'll mention in a minute. For mine.
But seriously, the original room, the only problem was it took us like 4 hours for us to actually get our hotel room, which is fine, I guess, because it was a great room. No, but it was a great room.
Oh, okay.
And then we got upgraded to an even better room. It was so great. But I didn't get to UCLA, so we're never going again, sadly.
Okay, so I think for me, I got three of probably Tiger top spots. So two of them actually from DC conventions, different ones. So the first one I'm talking about is the Bard Inn, which is in Ashland. Actually, I stayed there pretty much every single time I go to visit SOU. Or sorry, 2 or 3 times anyway. And there's this one. I think it's a Bard, so it's Shakespeare. It's all because the Ashland is a Shakespeare festival place, and it's the Wi-Fi password, for instance, I think it's like Romeo something, whatever. Anyway, point being, there's like one like suite room on the corner. It's like, so pretty much I think it's like
that's an name for Shakespeare.
Yeah. Anyway, so anyways, I think it's kind of like, so the building's kind of like shaped like an L, kind of, you know, it goes down and across, right? So like on the corner, there's a room that it's 2 floors, pretty small hotel, but just very nice. And the room there, it's like it's 2 rooms in one. So like, I think it's because again, like every single time I've been there with my parents. So my parents stayed in like the room in the back. I stayed in the room in the front. And they've got, it's pretty much like it's pretty much like a suite, pretty much, right? So it's got two different beds, like with the proper like wall and door in the middle. Some of that, it was lovely. The beds there are just absolutely amazing. So many pillows. And also the TV, it's like a lot of hotels now, it's like, oh, you get like 4 channels and pay for the rest of this bullshit. That's like, no, you get so many channels. You want to watch Giants baseball from California, you can do that here, even though it's Oregon. Great. So it was a lot of fun. It's a great place. So I think just tying with that as well would be the time I got upgraded was 2017 Nifty Convention, which was the Hyatt Regency in Chicago. The Hyatt Regency itself, good food, pretty decent to good food, especially with dessert menus back then. I used to eat a lot of dessert, which was probably not the best idea looking back at it, but looking back on it now. Anyway, but yeah, so the Hyatt Regency, the rest of the hotel, the Hyatt Regency is a business and conference hotel. It's what it is. It's for, you know, business conventions, stuff like that. But the rooms are lovely. However, our room, one of my friends and I are staying in, right? It was like, I think it was 2 beds and a sofa bed. So it was like, there's 3 of us, so it worked out fine in that room. Anyway, this is like 2017, so I was in 9th grade. I was in 9th grade at the time. So I think it was actually my 3rd ever Nifty event I've ever been to, which is pretty interesting. It was in Chicago. But anyway, so the room, we got up there, right? And, first of all, the fan didn't work, and the light in the fan didn't work. And also the TV, it was one of those, I guess at the time, it's like, it was like, I guess it's more standard now. Even back in 2017, it wasn't like super standard, I guess. Like, it was a flat screen, which is nice, but it was one of the ones that did not have any buttons on the side or the back, so you had to have the remote, and there was no remote. Yeah. And also, like, I think it was like one of the bed springs collapsed. So we said, hey, management, can you either give us a remote or whatever? And so they ended up moving us to the very, very, very nice, I don't know what the name of the suite was, but it was balcony view. It was view of everything. It was lovely. Top floor. And also, yeah, again, free mini bar that got replaced whenever we actually ordered down. It was great. I ate way too many mini bar snacks. And so many sodas those a few days. And then I think tying with that would probably be the time I did not have to actually ask for an upgrade, but I just got a really great room. Was at Nifty Convention last year in Dallas, Texas. I think it was in Dallas. It was in Texas anyway. It was Dallas. And it was the Gaylord Resorts Hotel. And those ones, if you've seen those ones, those are the ones. Not funny. No, not funny, Ben. But Ben, have you seen those ones before?
It just reminds me of the statue of Gaylord Perry.
Yeah.
Have you seen how derpy his face looks?
Yeah, I have too. That's true. But also, Ben, have you seen those hotels though?
I've not.
The lobby of Google Gaylord Hotels Texas lobby and Dallas lobby, and you'll find the lobby is just. So it's a convention center / hotel, but the lobby is, they've got a lazy river running through it. It's it looks like something straight out of it looks like someone like kind of like took like a nicer version of a Disney.
Oh my god! It looks like the Bass Pro fishing
pyramid,
but like on steroids.
No, it looks like some like you ever been to like Raging Waters kind of. It looks like something like that, plus like Disney World, or plus like something like from Disney World, but like nice. And
I'm not gonna lie.
It was a great.
That's like a lot of hotels. That's like a lot of hotels.
I know.
Like a lot of hotels. It looks like that.
I know. I'm just saying though. It's nice though. Is the thing. It was awesome though.
Yeah,
it's just it's like getting to eat. It was a fake river obviously, but just getting to eat like lunch and stuff like that. Like also because they also had a lot of shops around there too, and like. Most in hotel like Starbucks or whatever, they're really expensive. I got a large What are the very fucking pretentious Starbucks sizes again? What the fuck?
Tall, grande, and venti.
Yeah, I got the big one. I got one of those like as a smoothie, right? For like $2, so it was good prices too. But yeah, it was also, but yeah, just I think just like yeah, I think, but yeah, just the room was, again, we got put in place with free mini bar, like I think it was like 50-inch something, just like it's like this the entire wall was a TV, and it was just really incredible. Also the beds were incredible, very nice as well.
So they also asked what our favorite hotel was, and did you say the Gaylord Resort? Because I have a different one than my favorite hotel room. Actually. Yeah. So like, what makes a hotel for me is not necessarily the room, because when I was in my hotels normally, I didn't spend most of my time in the rooms. I spent my time outside, and I spent my time going out. And the rooms were just a place to stay or maybe like relax for a little bit. But the amenities were something that I wanted to check out too. So my favorite hotel for all of that has got to be the Embassy Suites in San Luis Obispo. Like, it looked like the Gaylord. It looked exactly like that, except there was no river. And it also got like swelteringly hot in there sometimes, but it was also really cool. It was so cool in the morning when I could just go down there and just like relax and pull up, like have like a free fucking muffin and just do it was fun. I never really watched what I ate. I mean, I'd always like done a little bit of, I've been a little overweight, but like it wasn't like I gorged myself or I ate too much. It was just like there was free muffins and I took advantage of it, like one. So I love the Embassy Suites in San Luis Obispo, but it did get swelteringly hot in the middle of the day, and I wasn't inside for the middle of the day, so Yeah.
Also, I guess I kind of mentioned this in my room segment, but also Gaylord in Texas and I think Dallas, that was probably my favorite. Also because that thing, the roof there is a glass dome, right? Did not get hot during the daytime. It was perfectly cool in there. The rest of the convention center was awesome because it was a Disney convention. They allowed us to have like a fake indoor fire pit, which was really, really sick. Nifty fire pit, which was pretty cool. The food there was also really, really great for the meals. I had breakfast there. Breakfast was pretty standard stuff, but like the dinners and like stuff like that was just dinner, lunch was just really, really great. And also, they have an arcade, a rather large indoor arcade there, and since just due to our room accommodations, I got free unlimited access, which was you wonder why I literally did not sleep for 24 hours. Like I guess also because it was like the last. I'm like, you know what? My last ever time at Nifty convention, because I can't go to Nifty after I go to college because it's high school only. I'm not gonna sleep this last night. I'm gonna spend the entire night staying up and hang out with my friends, right? So we stayed up all night watching movies on the TV. And also because we also got like a bunch of like free movie channels as well. There's like over 1,000 like just free movies and TV shows as well that we got to use. We also went to the arcade, just had a lot of fun with that for arcade. So yeah, in Texas as well, just a great place. Also the view, considering it's Texas and like Dallas or Plano or Carlton, Texas, that kind of area, the view is normally pretty shit. The view there was not bad at all. I'll say that much. It was a decent view. I mean, it's not gonna be like not gonna be like lush green trees and forests or anything like that. But it wasn't like but also it was not like a bunch of dead grass on a parking lot like other places I've been in Texas. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Let's move on now.
We do have a lot to get through.
We do
have a lot to get through. So, I think we have fucking 6 slides left. Okay, quarantine media is not a lot, so we'll be good. All right, cool. So let's talk about the MLB report. Go ahead, Oliver. Take it away.
All right. Also, that was not me waiting for latency. That's just me adding a pause so I know where to put the fucking intro. Anyway, so okay, let's look at MLB report. So this is a very different one than we've done in previous weeks because now the official MLB season has started. So the Miami Marlins, aka the asshole of Major League Baseball, aka they've been known for being horrible. Yeah, they're the worst of the two Florida teams. That's saying something since Tampa Bay is also pretty bad, but still, they've been in the postseason twice and it was pretty, and they won both times. They won the World Series, but still, never really been a great team. They have a habit of trading away their best players and actually I'm not going to get into it, but they had a very infamous, owner who decided to sell everyone just to make his own profits soar. Hello, 𝘾𝙤𝙬𝙧 𝙀𝙬𝙧 𝙀𝙪𝙧. I think he's dead now. Anyway, point being, the Miami Marlins, at the start of the new baseball season last week, 60-game season, they knew that they had 4 players with COVID. They played anyway, and now, what do you know, they have 14 players with COVID, and they're being forced to, they're quarantining, and they're going to swap out players with other players. Also, this is a big problem I'm trying to point out. So, normally there are 3 levels. There's the minor leagues, which is like single A, double A, and then triple A ball, right? And then major leagues. There are no minor league games being played right now just because they don't need that much stress put on them with all that stuff going on. However, they can still call up a player from minor leagues. However, the minor leagues are just sitting at their home right now doing whatever they do. So, they're gonna go. So pretty much anyone who tests home projects for quarantine, pretty much anyone, the Marlins are gonna be sending home and swapping out with I guess the best minor league players to give them a shot. Because again, it's a 60-game season. The Marlins are, let's just say, not gonna win anyway, and so. A season like this, I think most teams are just viewing it as a time to test out new stuff. Because again, they didn't really get spring training to test out new players' ideas. So they're testing them out now. And so I think the Marlins are going to try to use this opportunity to, just bring up some new AAA talent and see how that works. But yeah, this is all on the Marlins management staff. Because again, they knew about this. And I would not be surprised if a few of the management staff lose their jobs over this. Because it's pretty serious.
I'd not be surprised if they had COVID.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. Also, there also might be a developing situation with the Phillies because 2 of their players have COVID. However,
because they played with the Marlins.
Yeah, that's true. However, those guys are being quarantined right now, and unlike the Marlins, the Phillies staff, they're not keeping a secret from the media, saying, and they're actually keeping us. So I guess the Phillies staff actually try to keep the media updated on what's going on with that. So we'll update you guys on how that situation develops in the next episode. All right, so now we got injury reports. So, what do you know? Players didn't get enough time to warm up, or I guess get properly developed after the offseason because it wasn't really spring training. So, injuries are going to happen. So, Justin Verlander, star pitcher and actually was a Cy Young Award winner, which is the award winner for the best pitcher in each league. He won the American League Cy Young Award winner. He was the American League Cy Young Award winner in 2019 for the Huston Astros. He has some sort of shoulder elbow problem. Originally supposed to be out for the rest of the season. He said but according to him and his doctor, he said he's only going to be out for 2 weeks and he's going to be slowly rebuilding back. So 2 to 4 weeks. Corey Kluber, another amazing pitcher in the American League, for the Texas Rangers, I believe he got traded. Anyway, a multi-time All-Stars, probably going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Corey Kluber, he's also been sidelined with a shoulder injury. Don't know how long that's going to last. And Clayton Kershaw, just as SB Nation put it. I think I'm going to just to paraphrase. He's meant to play baseball like a shark is designed to eat. Clayton Kershaw. I don't like the Dodgers, but I'll say this: I respect him. He's just an all-out dominant pitcher, probably the best pitcher in pretty much ever of all time Major League Baseball. He's been sidelined with another back injury, which he's had before in recent years. He was actually meant to make the opening day start, but instead Dustin May made the opening day start against the Giants, and didn't go well for the Giants anyway. But he should be back fairly shortly.
Sorry, didn't we kick their ass 3-1 the next game?
Well, no. So the Giants. The Giants lost 17-2 collectively over the first 2 games, but then they won the next 2. Anyway, now speaking of the Dodgers, we gotta talk about Joe Kelly. I had so much respect for this guy, I really did. So for those of you guys who don't know, the Houston Astros won the 2017 World Series. Now this matters because in around December of 2019, it was revealed that they cheated to win that World Series pretty badly. They knew what pitches were being thrown because they had someone stealing the signs and telling them. So it's pretty much, for Major League hitter, if they know what pitch is going to be thrown, it makes it that much easier to hit the ball. Now, we don't quite, it's not really, you can't really quantify exactly how much influence it's had over the win over the Dodgers in that 7-game World Series victory for the Astros. But safe to say, people were not happy about it. Now, also, MLB officially did deal out some punishments, but at least in my opinion, I like the Astros, but that was pretty serious cheat. They cheated to win a world championship. That's a big deal. So all they did was take away their draft picks. That's pretty much all that really happened to them. And honestly, I do not think that. And so pretty much also, yeah, it's like pretty much nothing happened to the Astros that's going to be lasting consequences. Apart from the fact that, okay, like obviously their manager, like, so actually I'll put that right now. So their manager, AJ Hinch, was fired, as well as Alex Cora, who was a manager of the Red Sox, but was also at the time in 2017 a manager, was a bench coach for the Astros, as well as I forget his name now. I really should not be forgetting his name, but the guy he got signed to be a manager of the Mets and was released the next day, and was released about a week later because he was actually on the Astros team at the time. I'm somehow forgetting his name. Carlos Beltran, I want to say. That could be right, or it could that could be right, or it's either Carlos Beltran. I think it's Carlos Beltran, or AJ Beltran. I think it's Carlos Beltran though. Anyway, point being, so the other day, the Astros cheated pretty badly to beat the Dodgers in the World Series in 2017, and the Astros won because of the cheating. So, due to the whole, playing against their own division and I guess Western teams playing Western teams thing, the Dodgers actually got a chance to face the Astros in Houston the other day. And now this will happen a lot in baseball, especially with the management, especially like when I guess MLB does not do enough in the players' eyes to, I guess, punish someone for cheating. Just like if there's a bunch of unwritten rules about stuff like you don't cheat, stuff like that. So I think everyone knew going into that game that an Astros batter was going to get thrown at on purpose by a Dodgers pitcher. And that pitcher was Joe Kelly. He throws 100-something mile-an-hour fastballs. It didn't hit him, but he threw it. He sent a message, and it did not go well. The Astros lost both those games. He threw it at one batter, I think. He got 8-game suspension. The Dodgers manager got 1-game suspension. However, so in general, you know what? I don't really think, honestly, if he hit him, okay. I take more issue with the fact that it was Joe Kelly than he threw at him. Throwing at a player for stuff like that, that's been a part of the game for over 100 years. It's been throwing at a player for sending messages, stuff like that. It's been around for a long time. However, the problem is that, like, if it was Clayton Kershaw, another member of 2017 Dodgers who was on that World Series roster, I would not really have taken offense to it, or I'm not really offense. It's not really my place to say, because again, I'm not really involved in that in any way, shape, or form. Part of the fact that I follow baseball, but it's like. The problem was that it was Joe Kelly, who was, one, not even a Dodger at the time, and two, was on the 2018 Boston Red Sox, who cheated in pretty much the exact same way the next year. So he has, and they also won the World Series because of that. So during the regular season as well. So the Red Sox cheated in pretty much the exact same way, and Joe Kelly was a member of the team that cheated in the exact same way. So incredibly hypocritical and just absolute bullshit. It's just, again, like, if it had been another member, it's like, again, if it had been Clayton Kershaw, another Dodgers pitcher who was on that World Series roster, I would not really have had a problem with it. But the fact that it was Joe Kelly who did that was pretty just hypocritical and just really fucking stupid. Very, very childish, to be honest, in his case.
Oliver,
yeah.
Did you see do you want to talk about the Instagram?
I'll find a screenshot of that. This fucking stupid thing he posted. Yeah. Stupid. So he, made a bunch of comments about the Astros being babies, and him, Instagram screenshot, I think it was him, with kids replaced with Astros players' faces. He was forced to delete that.
Said something very poignant.
Ben, do you want to say it?
Yeah, Oliver said he looks like a pedophile.
He does. He looked well, not normally, but in that face, he was doing a very weird smirking look where he looked like a pedo. Anyway, so now we're gonna move on to the rest of the segment here. So, league leaders. So every week we're going to talk about the teams that are leading the league in their divisions. So for the National League West, it's the Colorado Rockies. That is the first time I think I've ever said that statement in my entire life. They're leading 4 wins to 1 losses. NL Central, it's the Cubs, 4 wins, 2 losses. Because remember, some teams have played more games than others at this point, which is why some teams are 0.5 games ahead of other teams. Just because not all teams play on the same days. That just because, 1, national coverage networks, and 2, it's just less risky from the data anyway. And then this is very weird. So we mentioned the Marlins, how they're being quarantined. They've not played as many games. So they've been quarantined because of the whole bullshit. Because again, they messed up badly. The management fucked up poorly, and they've got 14 plus players in quarantine now. So with coronavirus, so they're quarantined now, right? So the Marlins, the Marlins. the Marlins are, despite the fact that they've been quarantined, they're leading the division because they have the best win-loss record as of right now in the NL East with 2 wins, 1 loss. What a very weird side effect. Behind them this will probably be changed by next week when the MLB figures out how to weight this properly, because currently it's being weighted as if the games have been, it's been kind of like weighted against other games as if the games have been rained out. But I think if this continues, if seeing how long the quarantine, I think by next week MLB will probably have a way to weight this out properly. So I think right now we should always put I think as of right now, the second place team in the NL East is the Braves with the record of 3-3. Now moving on to AL West, we have the Astros and A's, which are both tied for the 3-3 record. Even though the Astros lost 2 straight to the Dodgers the other day, including also now new rule in baseball in extra innings. Now this is only for this season because it's a fucking stupid rule to make games because of coronavirus. To make things go by quicker in extra innings. Every team will start with a runner on second base to make it easier for them to score just to get the game over with quickly. And despite that, the Astros still lost in 13 innings yesterday, so that rule doesn't really work apparently. So then in the then we have the Twins leading the Twins leading the AL Central with 4 wins, 1 loss record, and in the AL East, predictably the Yankees 3 wins, 1 loss. Anyway, that is the MLB report. It's been a lot all over the place. Hopefully things in the standings will settle down a little bit more next week. And I'll also let you know, because Joe Kelly actually appealed his suspension, so we'll see how that goes. In my opinion, he should still get the 8-game suspension immediately. He should certainly be suspended for 8 games for that, because again, it's pretty childish because he was not even on a team really affected by that cheating scandal. And also, he was on a team that cheated himself anyway. So we'll be moving on. I'll keep you updated on this stuff next week. Now it's Ben's slide.
So today's my personal dedicated slide is very short. It's because we're already a bit too late on time, and I just wanted to dedicate this to all the people out there that play Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's actually a lot of people that do. So recently, in the new update, they've added what we call dreaming. So you can go to other people's houses. You can go to other people's.
Why isn't this your quarantine media slide?
Oh, because it's different. It's different. It's like a news thing rather than this is what I played.
Okay.
Because I haven't even played it yet. So you can dream now. You can. There's fireworks every Sunday. It's really cool, and that's all the news that I have.
That sounds
in
cool.
My thing. Now let's transition to the next slide. Our weekly update. So this week we actually have 2, right, Oliver?
Yeah, I guess we do, Ben. So I'll do the stupid one. So we have a Patreon. Link in the description below. Never donate here, please. If you do, the money is not going to get the money is not going to go towards us getting a better setup. It's going to go towards us buying video games or whatever the hell we want. Or it's going to go to for my fun. It's going to go towards me buying decorations for my college dorm or some other bullshit. Not going to go towards the podcast at all. Don't donate unless you want to fund us privately because okay. You know what? If you want to give us money, that's fine. Don't. Now, Ben, we have something else to say. It's pretty important. What do you want to say?
Yeah, so, this is going to be a new weekly promotion. Get the vaccine when it comes out, all right? Recently, I've talked to a few of my friends. I'm not going to name any names, but a lot of them, or at least one of them that I know, are skeptical of this vaccine and are like, I don't think I'm going to get it because I'm scared about safety and I'm scared about getting the disease. And I want to say first here and now, I've done a little bit of research. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I'll tell you this. This vaccine is not the kind of vaccine that can make you sick, all right? There's inactivated proteins. The technology behind this vaccine is very simple, right? It's like, for example, it's a jelly bean, right? If you were given a mystery flavored jelly bean, would you think that mystery flavor was safe? Obviously, yeah, but it's just a different flavor. That's what we're doing with vaccines. Even the RNA and DNA vaccines have been proven to work. And it's not like if you take them, you're going to get autism. Also, another stupid thing, one of the worst things I've ever heard is, the idea that you would rather die than have your kid get autism. Seriously. You'd rather your kid die than them get autism? How
stupid.
Oliver, you and I, we both went to school with autistic people. And
yeah.
Seriously, it's not something that you, it's horrible. It's horrible. Anti-vaccine people are weird, but if you are skeptical about this vaccine, we encourage you to look up some resources, to check out like actual scientific studies, to read the abstracts.
Yes, please do.
To look at them, because I assure you, this is safe. And if you don't get the vaccine, you cannot help other people. It's just like wearing a mask. You need to wear your mask and you need to take the vaccine.
Also, to the idiots who are also to the idiots who still are not wearing masks, fuck you.
It's political, or it's like removing your freedoms. Shut the fuck up. Just shut your mouth. Just shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. Shut up. Putting a mask on your face doesn't remove your freedom, you stupid motherfucker. You fucking dumb shit idiot. Okay?
It really is one of those final moments.
Put it on, you fucking moron. God. You idiot. You stupid fucking idiot.
I went on the total thing.
Christ.
Yeah, I went on.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Also, do not look at the Giants score. It's horrific. The Giants losing 6-1. That's fucking nasty. All right. But yeah, seriously though. Yeah. Oh well. It was actually pretty much this bad yesterday. They managed to come back, so we'll see.
News.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of really negative news, let's dive into our news. This entire week we have one good news story, but the entire week is kind of a shitty week, honestly, really.
Yep.
So yeah, let's talk about, first, obviously, let's hop on into our weekly Fuck 12. And coming at you live from San Francisco, this is your weekly Fuck 12. That's right, weekly Fuck 12, where we break down some of the shittiest things that the cops did this week. Okay, I'm doing the pause. Okay, we're done with the pause. All right, cool. So, in Austin, a man named Garrett Foster, who was legally carrying weapons to Black Lives Matter protests, which more people should do, he was just carrying his weapon when a truck driver aggressed at him and shot at him and killed him.
Yep.
And he's dead.
Also, the truck driver also drove through the crowd as well. We want to mention that as well. The truck driver also apparently drove through that crowd.
And the police have done nothing. We've also, over this week, we have seen police departments across the United States do some horrible, terrible things. We have seen Portland. Obviously, the police are still being horrible people. And you know what? If you're in Portland, it would really suck if you got a ton of rubber balls, for instance, out there and just threw them at the police so they could, not really advance like that. That would suck. Don't do that, whatever you do. And don't go out and buy it at all. Anyways, so also in New York City, a trans woman was kidnapped by police and put in an unmarked van and just driven away because they suspected her of fomenting revolutionary activity. This is how governments fall, okay? I don't want to put anybody here at risk, so I'm just going to say I support Garrett Foster. I support Black Lives Matter. And I would not like to see it being criminalized. So if you have the opportunity, if you can, I would appreciate it if you went out there and protested for our freedom and for our lives. Okay. Cool.
That it? Or anything else?
There's more news. That's it for the weekly Fuck 12. So we need to talk about jobless aid. So a lot of our viewers are probably, college students, maybe they're employed. Just a warning, you will not get any money anymore. The government has not reached, last time I checked, they have not reached a deal on aid for jobless people. It was originally going to be $600 a week, then the Republicans said, $200 a week, and then the Democrats said, no, not until $600 a week. And the Republicans are like, fine, none. And it looks like nothing's going to happen. So that's a problem unless we, go out and protest that.
Yep.
And while that happens, by the way, Ford made $1.1 billion in profit.
Yep.
Jeff Bezos added $26 billion to his salary. And the Republicans are upset over, what, $600 a week? Seriously.
Yeah.
I think people should get money.
Yes.
I think they should get more than minimum wage even. But yeah. But speaking of Ford making money, look at the money graph go. I don't know if you're going to put this on the on the podcast. But, yeah, so recently the United States has seen a 9.8% destruction of its GDP in the second quarter of this year alone. And that is very distressing because it looks like our economy is going in the worst tailspin since the Great Depression.
Lovely.
And that's going to continue. And it's all because the government can't pay people to stay inside. Or, honestly. If the government just did that, we would definitely be better because then they could spend, there could be consumer in the economy. But, we're not going to do that because people have to work, I guess. And let's talk about some good news. Oliver, are you aware of the NBA situation?
Kind of, a little bit. You want to talk about it?
The NBA is doing things right. So in terms of sports leagues, I'm gonna make an impromptu tier list. Don't actually put this up there of like the sports leagues COVID response teams. Right. I'm gonna say NBA is S tier. I'm gonna say the NFL is B tier and the MLB is C tier because that's just me. So the NBA has actually they're really good at COVID management because they have created a bubble. And NBA players are not allowed to leave this bubble, which is in Disney World. And essentially, NBA players they're playing games, and they just live on Disney World. They live on there. I don't know if they can go on the rides or anything. I don't know. But I know they train. They train at Disney World.
Yep.
They're quarantined, and everything's kept, like, no one can enter and leave the bubble except maybe their families if they have a COVID test. It's severe, and it was an opt-in, opt-out scenario, just like the NBA, just like the MLB. But honestly, I think the NBA is really going up. And
true, but I mean, even with all these precautions, something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah. The good news is, however, there have been no positive cases of coronavirus within the NBA since July 20th.
There's been no reported positive cases. There's obviously
just like the MLB where they test people every few days.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also like they could be keeping it quiet as well. We don't really know about that or not.
I don't know about that, but I guess. But I'm just saying, if you quarantine people, if you keep them 6 feet apart, if you keep testing, you can do this. But the key thing, I think, is you don't want to move people to different cities. I think that's what the MLB is doing wrong.
Yep.
I think that when you move people to different cities, and also when you're I just want to give my take on the Marlins situation. When your management is just horrible, right?
Yep.
That leads to some shitty stuff. And the NBA has said that's not going to happen.
I mean, that kind of just defines the Marlins management in general, not just in this situation. But yeah.
That just defines Florida, huh?
Yeah. Can we use a line of explosives and detonate Florida and separate from the U.S., send it off into the ocean, red versus blue style, please?
Saw it off.
Yeah.
It literally looks like an
don't say it style,
dick,
or
right?
don't speak it, yeah.
Dick of America.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can quote me on that.
Yeah, I will.
All right. All right, now let's go off to Oliver's new thing, the Xbox Deals of the Week.
All right, so deals of the week this week. I think 2 weeks ago we had the massive sale on Ubisoft titles. Last week was WB games, and this week is simulators. So I'm not a huge fan of simulators in general. There are a few which I really do enjoy, but if you are a big fan of simulators, listen up. So up to 50% off on most simulator games. Now, so here we go. So first of all, before we even talk about that, though, I want to talk about not as of right now, but so this episode comes out on Saturday, right? Which will be in August. So the first half of August, the games for Xbox Live Gold members are Portal Knights, which is Portal Knights is some sort of sandbox game, which actually looks pretty fun. MX Unleashed, which I've got no idea what that is. It sounds like a racing game of some sort. Ben, do you want to Google that quickly?
What do you want me to Google?
MX Unleashed.
Okay.
And also, Dunk Lords is still. Remember, Dunk Lords, that awesome basketball game looking cartoon kind of thing is.
Yeah.
That's still
MX Unleashed is a 2004. Okay, hold on. MX Unleashed is a 2004 racing video game. So
yep. Yeah. Okay. So
it's backwards compatible.
That's the backwards compatible gold title for this part of the month. So MX Unleashed is a racing game. I was right about that. Dunk Lords is still around until the middle of the month. Anyway, so for the simulator deals, all right, remember, all these deals expire on Monday. We have City Skylines, was $39.99, now $9.99. Also, the $100 version of that game, I guess, whatever whatever. I don't really know the game, so whatever like all the extra content that includes, right? The $100 version of that game is now down to $74. So yeah, there's that. We got Train Sim World Collector's Edition. It was $54.99. Now it is $32.99. And the other one up there is we also have Bus Simulator. I don't have the price for that because Xbox wouldn't tell me. I think it's about 35% off though. And again, it's not like compared to the last 2 weeks. It's not nothing like earth shattering in terms of like major it was Assassin's Creed 6 games for only $60. That was a few weeks ago. But if you like simulators, if you're that type of stuff, there's a bunch of other stuff out there like Farm Simulator, Mechanic Simulator. Ironically, for the Xbox One, you can get a game called PC Builder Simulator. It's a thing you can get for $8 this week. Some other cool stuff. Some pretty funny stuff up there this week. If you like simulators, it's the week for you. I'll say that much. However, for gold deals of the week, we have two pretty good deals. If again, tying into Ben's thing about the NBA 2K20 Legend Edition, which is again, I don't really play the NBA games. I've actually played them at my friend Eric's house. They're fun, but I've actually never really owned one, so I don't really know what the $100 edition of the game is. But again, that's that. So again, Legend Edition was $99.99, now down to $24.99. Also, I don't know how they managed to do this, but NBA 2K20, a sports game, somehow got rated 2 stars in the Xbox store. Fucking ouch. How do you mess up a sports game that badly? Jeez, 2K. Yikes. And also that, we have Worms Battlegrounds plus Worms WMD. Was $34.99, now $8.47. Ben, we used to play Worms. Do you remember that? Back in like middle school?
I don't remember that. Is that like Snake?
It was a pass to controller, like the turn game on the Xbox, like when you fight each other, where it's literally armies of worms with destructible terrain.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So it's a fun little party game, right? It's a multiplayer fun game with a decent campaign, but both those games are cartoon fun multi-team action games. It's just. Worms is Worms, all right? And Worms, WMD, which Weapons of Mass Destruction, which is the most recent one. I think they actually came out with a new one, fairly soon, apparently, I don't really know. Anyway, and also Worms Battlegrounds came out back in 2015. Both those games together for only $8.74. And you know what? I bought that this week because I like Worms. Now, nothing will ever compare to the shitty game that was, there's a game it was called Worms Ultimate Mayhem, which was a 3D Worms. It was like a third-person shooter Worms, which was so awesome. It was actually a lot of fun, but kind of failed because of its control scheme. Anyway, that's that. On to the quarantine media update. And Ben, you want to get started?
Yeah, so I'm just going to go down the whole list because, oh my god.
What's up, Ben?
Oliver edited my slide again.
No, I didn't.
Ben's Swedish slide. Yes, it is. Ben's Swedish slide.
Go ahead.
Yes, it is. What?
Go read. We're waiting for you.
Alright, cool. So, my music has... God damn it, Oliver! Okay, so my music is Sublime, Soundgarden. I don't remember what the other thing was, but Oliver replaced it with the word Man Boob Nation. And then I have a new playlist called Lemonade Stand. I might put that down in.
Also, by the way, someone isolate that, damn it, Oliver, and send. I want that in my inbox soon, please. Someone isolate that and send it to me.
Okay, so the movies that I've been playing are movies that I've been watching.
I mean, you do technically speaking, you do play a movie, you do push play on a movie, so that is the thing you do. I guess kind of.
Okay, true.
Anyway, Ben, go ahead.
I watched. It's called Maki when the Promise Fire Blooms. Anyways, so my friends in this Discord server I'm in for my college, they like to watch movies. And one night they were just like, "Hey, let's watch an anime." And I'm like, "Bruh, I'm not a weeb." And they're like, "Okay, fine." So they watched it. It was like good. It wasn't like a creepy, weird anime. Like, no, it's like good. It was sad. It was also really sad. I recommend you watch it. I don't know where you can find it.
Ben,
I found out
ask the people in the Discord server to tell you where they find things, so we can mention it on the podcast.
Yeah, good point. So for games, I've played Dead by Daylight. You can find it on the App Store. It's free on your phone. So
is it free or is it freemium?
it's free. It's free, honestly. But on your
Ben, careful, we're about to turn to an ad for Peacock. Stop it.
It's $70 if you want to go.
If you keep saying free, you're going to turn into an ad for Peacock. Stop it.
It's ass. It's so ass. Like, you put people on hooks. I only play it because my friends play. Anyways, then I've also been playing Mario Kart. It's really cool. And I've been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. I was just playing that. But then I put it down because I just didn't get a fucking shark and I was about to kill someone. Anyways, so for TV, I've been watching Dark, which is this, like, German movie about, like, missing children. It's really cool. Not a movie, like a show about missing children. It's really cool. And it's available on Netflix. If you do, turn the English dub titles off. Subs, not dubs. Do not do dub titles. They suck. The subtitles are so much better. And also on YouTube, I've been watching cooking videos and, like, other stuff, which, you know, leftism videos. So, yeah. Oliver, what about you?
All right, so for me, music, this is a Power Rock playlist, but I've also been listening to a lot of other stuff apart from that. I mean, Power Rock playlist, again, I'm actually continuing to expand that list. I think it's over 5 hours long now. Got a lot of stuff up there. But Bare Naked Ladies still up there. That's still up there from last week. They've done some really good stuff, especially, again, the new song, which is Gotta Be Patient, which is actually talking about quarantine. Recorded with Michael Bublé, actually, as well. Michael Bublé is an interesting voice, kind of, sort of. Anyway, I've been listening to cinematic, cinematic, like, scale covers of, like, songs, right? So there's, like, a booming cinematic cover of "We Will Rock You" by J2, which is the J2 version, which is very, very interesting. And it fits very well into, like, any action film. It's actually really, really funny. It's decent. And apart from that, just, we got Power Rock playlist, Green Day, The Vines, The Heavy, basically. Okay. Also, more Bad Religion, like always, because yes. And then so for my games, Forza Motorsport 7, the game I mentioned, I accidentally bought on sale last week, which is $40, which honestly, I'm glad I bought it. It was absolutely incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I'm still playing. In fact, right now, I'm currently in the middle of a 200-lap race around the Indianapolis 500 circuit, which is awesome, because I need a lot of money in this game to upgrade and buy cars, because I'm getting money in the game by doing races specifically to just modify cars for YouTube videos, and also because it's fun to do in the game. Anyway, also, unlike previous Forza Motorsport title, I think, starting with this game and also Forza Horizon 4, there's no more, you can no longer buy money, which is nice. It's a step in the right direction for companies like that. Yeah, no more buying in-game currency. Thank God, that was a fucking horrible mechanic. I hated that. Anyway, Forza Horizon 4 Series 25 came out today. Somewhat disappointing with the new cars. It's a bunch of Holdens and Australian and other stuff, and I think it's like some other cars like that. They're not horrible, but not great either. Pretty fun. They could be, if you're interested, if you play Forza Horizon 4, the new exclusive cars for this month, the Holdens and stuff like that, and the Australian cars, they tend to be pretty fun to modify. So if you're into that, that's good stuff. And of course, Far Cry 5 and Far Cry 3. Far Cry 5, I've been playing a little bit of the Vietnam War DLC, which is pretty interesting, and of course, Lost on Mars DLC. I've also I've been playing some of the zombie DLC, which it's not like it's the other two DLCs as open worlds. The zombie one, you just play through multiple. It's actually kind of, it's like zombie DLCs are pretty common in games, zombie modes, right? Like especially shooting games. It's a pretty fresh take on the whole genre, because like in this game, it's not really zombies. I mean, it kind of is. Like, you play through multiple different film pitches for zombies. It's actually pretty cool. Like multiple different zombie film pitches. It's actually pretty interesting. But I've also been replaying the story as well. I'm trying to 100% the game, get all the achievements. Seems pretty easy. Also, Forza Motorsport 7, a lot of achievements. So easy to get. And then for TV, a Superstore. That's Superstore and Futurama. Futurama is always fun. And then for movies, I don't even know what I watched. I don't think I watched anything for movies. Ben?
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna do the outro. I just did it. I don't know if I've done something like this before, but hey. So thank you guys. We're always looking for viewer mail.
Fuck my Ferrari.
Please send us viewer mail. So pretty much anything in G you normally use as a desperate plea to your ex-wife Linda to let you see the kids again after 5 years in jail for meth/gator possession. Send to Jenkins123 Jenkins123@gmail.com. That's right, Jenkins123 Jenkins123@gmail.com. JENKINS 123 JENKINS123@gmail.com. That's a stupid email name. I don't know why we have it. Remember to not donate to our Patreon, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye. Later, bitch.